So this summer, I met the guys at Henry's Music, and for the first time, I got to try their guitars out. And I really, really liked what they were doing. So much so that I actually left the event that I met them at with one of their guitars, and I had every intention to bring it home and shoot a video with it, but I decided to take it out on tour with me. And I liked it so much that it actually ended up staying on tour with me for the best part of 3 months. And it's only now finally gotten home where I can actually get it into a video. In this video, we're gonna be checking out this amazing pink relic guitar from Henry's Music. This is the Henry's ST-1. Henry's Music are a family-run music store based in Prague in the Czech Republic. I met the guys from Henry's this year at 42 Gear Street, and I really like what they're doing. I got to try out a bunch of their guitars at the event, and they do a lot of stuff that is obviously very inspired by the classics, like this ST-1, which you can see is very much a Strat style guitar. They've also got a Tele style guitar, but then they also have a bunch of other things, like they've got some great acoustics, they've got a really cool modern super Strat kind of thing, and a bunch of nylon string kind of Tele style guitars too. So there's quite unique stuff in there, as well as the very classic designs. But what they're doing is making these guitars that sit in this relatively kind of affordable, kind of mid-tier price point, but that perform much like guitars that should definitely sit in a higher register. And that was kind of the thing that blew me away with this guitar, because the first time I played this, I knew instantly this was going to be a guitar that I really, really liked. So much so that if you've actually seen any of the videos from this year's 42 Gear Street with a pink Henry's ST-1 in, this is the exact one. And they actually said to me they were going to send me one, but I liked this one so much that I said I need to take that particular one away with me, because that very much feels like my guitar. And I'm a very big believer in, you can buy 20 versions of the same guitar and they all feel slightly different, and you've got to find the one that resonates with you. I probably played 5 or 6 different ST-1s at the event, and this was the one that instantly spoke to me. It's just the right combination of everything that I want in a Strat style guitar. So a big thank you to the guys at Henry's for letting me steal this, because I didn't really give them much of a choice. I sort of said to them, that's my guitar now, and you won't be getting that back. So Henry's have given me this guitar in return for making this video. It's not a sponsored video. I didn't really give them much of a choice that I was having this. But if you do want to support the channel, there are some affiliate links down below in the description. If you choose to pick one of these up for yourself, use my affiliate link, and I do get a small kickback from the brand for doing that. But honestly, this is just a guitar that I'm very excited to have and to show on camera, because I really like what the brand are doing. And not just that, I really like the people that work for the brand too. Now, I mentioned that these are very well priced. This particular one, the ST-1 Relic, is actually priced at €699, which if you're in the UK, that works out at the moment with the current exchange rate, something like 615, 620 in pounds. Obviously, depending on where you are in the world, use your own currency conversion there, but that's kind of the ballpark. So we're in that kind of £600 region. We've got plenty of other contenders in that region. That's a very busy kind of price area at the moment in the guitar world. There's a lot of great stuff in that price region, but I really think Henry's are kind of making a beeline to be one of the standout competitors. And even though they're a relatively new guitar brand, a lot of people that have tried them are very fond of them. And these were probably one of the standout brands at this year's Gear Street. So don't be surprised if you see this brand name blowing up in the next couple of years. So the first thing you'll notice about this guitar is the finish. It is a relic finish. Now, a lot of guitar players don't like factory relic jobs. I personally don't have an issue with them. I quite like the way this looks. And as I said, I've actually been touring with this. So the chances are, even if this wasn't relic, it was going to end up like this at some point in the near future. I've gone with the pink one, as you can see, and it is a satin nitro finish, which is nice. I do prefer the kind of dulled off satin look over a gloss finish on an S-type guitar. Anyway, this is a very light guitar. Henry's pride themselves on getting all their Strats to around about the 2.9 kilogram range. So again, very lightweight. It's a Paolina body. So if you're playing this stood up for an hour, 2 hours a night on stage, it's not at all an issue. It's very, very comfortable to play. This guitar has a HSS pickup layout. You've got Henry's thick humbucker in the bridge and their vintage crystal single coils. Volume, 2 tone controls, 5-way switch, everything you'd expect to see on a Strat style guitar. This does have a non-locking tremolo system, but currently this is actually blocked off only because I don't require a trem when I play live because I change tunings quite a bit. So I actually blocked this off myself when I got it. The tremolos on these are pretty good. I have tested them in the past on other ones, but this one is actually locked down because it is one of my touring guitars. This guitar has a roasted maple neck, a rosewood fretboard, and 22 jumbo stainless steel frets. The fretboard radius on this is 350 millimeters on the Henry's website, which equates roughly to like 13.8 inches. So you can kind of count it as like a 14-inch radius on this as well. And obviously with this being a Strat style guitar, it's 25.5-inch scale length. The side dots on this are actually glow-in-the-dark lumen lay style dots, which is incredibly useful on stage because if you're playing on a dark stage, you can actually see the side dots, which is great for starting a song without the lights on, because you can see exactly where you need to put your fingers. Up at the headstock end, we have a bone nut, and Henry's have initially gone with this very iconic headstock shape, but they are very much aware that this can get them in trouble. So this is actually an older version of this guitar. If you buy one of these now, it's gonna have a different headstock shape to basically avoid any copyright issues. Henry's are very much aware of this, and they do know that going global with this shape will get them in some trouble, so they have redesigned the headstock shape. But with this being an older one that I decided to steal, obviously I do have the older headstock shape. And on the back, we also have Henry's own branded locking tuners. These tuners are rock solid, honestly. I've been touring with this guitar, and I've not at any point had any tuning issues. This is actually, to be honest with you, one of the most stable Strat style guitars that I've actually ever owned. And night after night, it's been super dependable on the road. It's held tune great. It's given me everything I really need from a Strat. You may see the occasional additional ding on this because I have banged this up a little bit more. So I have added some of my own relicing to this guitar as well. The only other thing I have changed is I've changed the strap buttons on this. These guitars come with strap locks, like the Shayla style strap locks, but the buttons are just a bit too small for the straps I use. I don't use strap locks. I use traditional straps with the old rubber washers over the end. So I did swap the strap buttons for just some regular ones. If you buy one of these, you will get the Shayla strap lock style strap buttons on this as well. Like all the other guitars in the Henry's range, these are made in China, but they're sent to the Henry's shop in the Czech Republic, where the team actually go through each one, set them up to their own standards, check everything over, and basically make sure that every single one that leaves the store is the best it can possibly be. So even though they are manufactured in China, you get that kind of boutique luthier-based touch because every guitar goes through the hands of a member of the Henry's team before it ends up in the player's hands. So yeah, that is all the specs of this guitar with the couple of modifications that I've made to this since I got it. So I'm going to plug this in now so we can hear some of the sounds. So gear-wise, I've got the Henry's ST-1 plugged into the Supro Airwave, which I've got running on the clean channel, and I'm using the built-in 2 notes speaker emulation going straight into my audio interface. So I'm going to start with some clean tones. I'm going to start on the bridge pickup and work through all 5 pickup positions. So clean tone wise, that gives me everything I would want from a guitar like this. It gives me the right mix of bite from the bridge pickup and kind of chiminess from the other pickups. I really like the position 4 on this because in some guitars that out of phase thing can be a bit too quacky, but on this guitar they've managed to kind of give you the right amount of quack with this nice sort of chiminess as well. But then that bridge pickup's got enough bite that even into a clean amp, it just takes you kind of over that edge. So that's a really nice sound as well. I like that kind of pushed clean that this guitar gives you. So now we're going to hear this guitar with some overdrive. I'm using the Tate FX Antares, which is kind of like a tube screamery kind of drive pedal, straight into the clean channel of the Supro Airwave. So for me, the overdrive sounds are just the best on this guitar. I absolutely love the way these pickups sound with overdrive. I really like, as I mentioned, that position 4 doesn't get too muddy when you play it with overdrive. You still get this nice note separation, but with that additional kind of slight phasey quack. And then the bridge pickup has got plenty of punch if you want to play some rock stuff. Yeah, Henry's have done a fantastic job on this. This has been an absolute road warrior for me over the last 3 months. And we're just coming to the end of a short touring break. And I'm 99% confident that this is going to be the first guitar that I pick up when I get ready to leave again in a few days. So yeah, Henry's fantastic job on this. This is a killer guitar, and I'm very pleased to have this in my collection. As I said, there are some links down below in the description if you want to check out what the guys at Henry's are doing. They're a great small family-run business, so please go and support them. If you do choose to pick one of these things up, you can use my link in the description. That does, as I mentioned earlier, give me a small kickback from the brand, but that's at no extra cost to you. So yeah, check these guys out. They're making some great stuff. I really think this is going to be a brand that we're going to be seeing a lot more of in the future. I think these guys are just getting started, and you know, having played a bunch of other stuff in their range as well, I can certainly vouch for the fact that they're going to be doing some big things in the near future. You know, if what they're doing at this stage is this good, where is this company going to be in a few years' time? So keep an eye out for these guys, because I don't think this is the last time you're going to hear this name. Let me know what you think of this guitar down below in the comments, and also let's talk about the relic finish. Where do you stand on relics? Do you love them or do you hate them? Let me know down below in the comments. While you're doing that, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing as well. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you very soon.